What up, YouTube? It's PUBzZz the Finisher, and I want to talk to you about this great new feature on Battlefield 3, which is the Rent a Server, where you can actually rent your own dedicated server, and you can set up the rules, name it what you want. It's amazing. I think if every game had this, it would be an awesome feature, a great selling point, because as a COD fanboy, and I started playing Battlefield 3, and I really got into this, one of the first things I did was rent the server and set that up because I'm trying to brand myself, trying to brand my HC4Melite clan on YouTube, and renting a server is actually a great way to do that. And I'm going to show you how to set your server, actually how to rent the server first, and then how to set it up and go over some of the things of it. So first thing you want to do is you want to go to the menus, and you're going to want to go to rent a server in the multiplayer menu. You can also do this in the store option, but this way is actually quicker. So once you pull up the rent a server, you're going to see that there's different options. Rent a server for 30 days, which is 2,000 Microsoft points if you're on Xbox. 90 days is 4,800, 7 days is 560, and 1 day will cost you 120 points. So you're going to pick which one you want, and then from there, you're going to buy the item. And then after you buy the item, it's going to tell you, it's going to ask you, I should say, to pick what region you want the server to be in. So if you live on the East Coast, you're going to want an East Coast server, West Coast server, Asia, EU, Australia. You're going to want to pick a server in your area. They're all listed. They make it nice and easy for you. So you pick the one closest to you. And then once you make your purchase, you're going to go back to the multiplayer menus, and you're going to go to My Servers. Once you're in the My Servers section, first I want to point out, you can see we have the HC4Melite 24/7 TDM Canals 300 ticket lobby. Server, I should say. Got 22 out of 24 players in there right now. It's a great way to brand yourself on YouTube. So once you're in here, you're going to see your server, and it's going to be under My Rented Servers because you can have multiple servers. Then you're going to go to Manage Server, and in the Manage Server section, you're going to have all your server info. So it's going to tell you how many players, if it's ranked, what the preset is, which is I have set the normal, who the owner is, the finisher, the region it's in. Then, you're going to have options to set your server up and manage players. So the first thing you're going to want to do, of course, is going to go to set your server up. Once you're in there, you have options. There's presets built in, but then you can create your own. The presets that are built in are locked. You can't alter the most of the rule sets. There's only a couple of things you can alter. So once you're in there, you're going to pick which preset you want. There's a couple to pick from. And I like to leave it on normal. I felt the normal settings was great. It was easy to get it started. You probably might want to do it too. And once you do that, then you might want to mess around. Like I have one, it's TDM1 I had set up, which is a different rule set. But I actually found that the normal setting worked best for what I was trying to accomplish. Then you have map rotation. You're going to set up the maps, and then you're going to be able to make preset maps collections. And then you can name them. Like I have canals, I have map, which is a bunch of different maps. I have, the classics, blah, blah, blah. So I have Mayhem, which is a bunch of maps. And then this way it makes it easier. Once you have them all set up, you can easily go back and just change things the way you want them. Next thing is ranked or on-ranked server. Most people are going to want to rank servers. That's what I wanted to keep it as. And that's one thing also too, going back to the presets. In some of the presets, you have the ability to alter certain things, but those certain things you alter will determine if it's ranked or unranked. So you got to be careful with a lot of the settings. That's why I like the normal. Next thing you're going to do is next thing you're going to do is name your server. What your server is going to be named. So like HC4Melite 24/7 TDM Canals 300 tickets. That's what we named that server. That's what we promote it as. Then you're going to have your server description. This is going to show up when people are searching the servers. So they're going to see, TDM 24/7 canals, 300 tickets, no camping. All right, cool. I know what it is. I know what I'm getting myself into. I know what I'm playing. Then the next thing is you're going to have a server message. The server message is what shows up when the person spawns into the game for the first time. When they spawn the very first time, there's going to be a box that shows up, And especially if you played on other people's servers already, you know what this is. This is where you can put any message you want. Like we put in, the Blackout Movement, branded our YouTube channel, our Twitch TV channel. If you're trying to brand yourself, this is a great way to do it. And you get your message out there. And this way they know they're playing on your server. This is no way they can find you. They can check you out. Next thing is if you have the option to lock the server, make it private. So if you have like you're doing something with your clan, doing some battling or something like that, you can lock it so other people can't get in. And this way it's only there for you to use, or you leave it open. I like to leave it open. Like I said, we're trying to put it out there for everybody to play on, to enjoy it. Not only that, we're trying to brand ourselves. So leave it open for people. Next thing is manage presets. This is where, like I said, you have the normal preset. It's locked. So all these things on here are locked. I can't change them. If I want to change them, I gotta add a new preset. Okay. Or like I said, I have one already, which is TDM1. I have all the things like I changed the kick idle player from 300 to 400, stuff like that, which is cool, but it's up to you if you want to mess around with it. Because like I said, you get to the section at the bottom which is on ranked settings. That's where if you change any of those settings, goes to on ranked. So you want to make sure you don't mess around with things that are going to alter your channel if you don't want certain things to be altered. I leave it on normal right now because that just works best for everybody. Then once you have that figured out, you go to map rotation, and this is where you get to pick the maps. Like I have Canal set up. It's just Canal. And then I have the number of players to start a round is 2. Max players is 24. You could change this to whatever you want. 24 is the max, but for as starting a round, my suggestion is start at 2, don't start at 8. A lot of people say start at 8, I say start at 2 because a lot of times EA dumps the servers. Not a lot, I shouldn't say a lot of times. Sometimes EA dumps the servers and everybody gets kicked out. So some people will see 0 out of 24 and then they won't come back in. But if you have it to 2, you'll get, a couple people in there, then before you know it, it just fills right back up again. But if you do it to 8, sometimes, you get 4 or 5 guys in there and they got to wait for a couple more to start the match. They're not going to stay in there. So set it low. I set it 2. Max players, 24 or less. Number of tickets, I like 300 tickets, especially on a map like Canals. A lot of fun. Games last about a half hour. It's awesome. Number of rounds and random start map. Now, if you want to change and add maps, all you got to do is set up a new map collection. So you add new map rotation, and then you pick what you want. Like they have a most popular one. They have epic battles. Like those are all locked. But then I have Mayhem, which is basically like Canals, Metro Canals, Crossing. Like I switch it all up. This way, keep the same settings. It's just I give a different map rotation when people start getting a little tired, if they're getting tired of Canals. But also, if you do that, make sure you go change your description of your server so people know that, hey, it's just not Canals, because you don't want to piss people off that way either. But then also watch it too. Like you might see people might not like being playing Metro or Crossing. They're liking the Canals. Stay on Canals then. If you're doing for a branding purpose and giving people what they want, then give the people what they want. So once you have that all set up, your server's ready to go. You'll accept you apply server settings, which down you just press X on Xbox. It applies the server settings, and it tells you that it would start the next round because it's in a game right now. So the next game should be whatever you just set up, and you're ready to go. You are ready to go. Now, here's where the administrative stuff comes in. You want to go to manage players. In manage players, you're going to be an admin, but then you're allowed to add admins. So if you have any close friends you play with, clan members or whatever, you add them to the admin list. And in the admin list, they can actually do everything you just did by, changing settings on the server. And not only can they change settings on the server, they can also manage players as far as kick and ban people, move people to balance teams, etc. You're going to want to make sure you only pick people that you really trust or who are going to be on the game frequently. So this way they can monitor what's going on. But also set your ground rules. If you don't want the playlist to be changed, tell them, guys, I want to keep the playlist the same, and this is why. Don't mess with that, but feel free. Here's the rules as far as why we want to kick people. So feel free to kick people, ban people, keep the lobby clean. Just try to be good about it. Don't be a D-bag about it. Next thing is VIP list. Anybody you put on VIP list, if the server's full and there's a list of people waiting to get in, it puts the VIPs at the number 1 slot, so they move ahead of everybody, which is really cool. Banned from servers, exactly what it means. Either they got kicked X amount of times, which equals a ban, or they will flat out ban for being a D-bag. Next thing is you have the people that are currently playing and your friends list. And what you do is off your friends list, you can highlight people and then put them in as admins or VIPs or whatever you want to do. So that's actually it. Server's full right now. Everything's looking good. The other thing you can do, which I'm not going to be able to really show you right here, right now, is when you're in the load screen, there's a banner that pops up. You can customize that banner, but you have to do it online. And once you create your graphics in Photoshop or whatever, you can actually upload it in the battle log. If you sign into your battle log, there's going to be an option on the multiplayer for my servers. And under my servers, it'll give you the dimensions for that banner. So get those dimensions and then go make something in Photoshop to, you know, with your logo or whatever you want to promote, you know, like on ours, it has, you know, our YouTube channel and stuff like that. So if you're going to make the investment into renting a server, make sure you're making it work for you, especially if you're trying to brand something like a YouTube channel or a Twitch TV channel. You're trying to get the message out there. You're going to make sure you have your banner, your server name, server description, server message, all pointing to where you want it to go, what you want these people to know. And also, it's a lot of fun having a server, and it's a great way to get back to the Battlefield community. I know they're enjoying it. They send me messages. They say they love it. You know, people are favoring it. It's a lot of fun. It's a good time. But listen, I'm rambling on. So if this video helped you set up a server or maybe put the idea of getting your own server in your head, then please press the like button. And if you like what we're doing here on HC4Melite, then please subscribe, stay connected to us. We have a lot coming in the future. And I'm PUBzZz the Finisher, and I'm out of here, and I'm just going to stop talking right about now.